very excited to have my friend, Sara Colonna, comedian, New York Times bestselling author, and star of the new show, Wags. No, just kidding. She's not on Wags, but she is married to a Seattle Seahawk. Are you going to be Sara Colonna Ryan now?
Yeah, well, I'm going to change my name legally, but not like professionally because it's too late.
I think it's too late.
That ship's already sailed.
I mean, I got married at 29 and I didn't change my name.
But you did change your name legally, right?
Yeah, when I was pregnant with Drake, I went and changed it because I just thought if he was like in the hospital and he has a different name than me somehow. And let me just tell you, the people were so stupid at the Social Security office that it's Heather McDonald Tobias, no space. I didn't even want a hyphen. I just wanted a space between McDonald and Tobias. So now when I go to like through TSA, people are like, McDonald Tobias, like they immediately think it is the most like crazy like Middle Eastern
That's
name.
really funny.
And they're like, yeah, you need to get that fixed. I'm like, well, it's been 13 years. I'm not waiting in that line again.
No, that's why I haven't gone yet, because I don't want to go to the Social Security office. And I was so excited because I found this thing on the Knot called Hitch Switch. And they do everything. Like you send them your information and they just send you a packet. So it was all excited. And then they're like, here it's all ready and here's all the envelopes. But you just have to go to the Social Security office. And I'm like, well, that's what I was trying to fucking avoid.
I think you can make an appointment just like the DMV and it won't be that bad.
So. I don't think so. I've looked it up. I can't even. They don't even have like a normal website. They just give you the location.
Well,
seems like a real shit show over there.
I would do it. And get the name on there. People may not even believe you're really married.
But all it's going to do, but I'm going to do it just because, like, I should, Yeah. But then it's like, change it on, it's just going to change it on, like, well, I guess, like, your driver's license.
On your driver's license, yeah.
And your checkbook.
And so you've been married now how many weeks? Can you imagine just going by weeks for the rest of your life? Like 400,022 weeks.
Like how people like how people talk about their babies.
Yeah,
and their
exactly.
Kids. No, I don't know.
It was July.
July
so
9th.
Like 2 months.
Yeah.
Almost 2 months. And it's still going okay.
Yeah, so far so good. Solid 2 months.
For those of you who don't know, because she was on my show before, I will give you the quick synopsis of how Sara...
My stomach keeps gurgling. It's
okay.
I don't know why I got so hungry.
So Sara was just a stand-up comedian. She had a book. You had your first book out, right? You're doing Chelsea Lately. You're just living your life. And all of a sudden, Ross Matthews, who is from Washington State and a huge Seattle Seahawk fan, is like, listen, I was at the game and this guy came up to me and he's the punter and he's really nice and he's a really great player because he knows. And he says, you got to hook me up with Sara Colonna. And then he said, we'll just tweet her. And so he tweeted you and then you Googled him and you looked up a very...
The first picture that comes up,
photo because he was saving his hair for Locks of Love or something.
Yeah, he grew his hair out for Locks of Love. He saved his hair for Locks of Love, and he looked like a wrestler. But he was still cute, but it looks like a completely different person. He's so clean cut that it's so confusing.
It was a little.
He looked like a Viking kind of.
Yeah, it was a little alarming, but thank God you were like responding. Then. You have to read the book. The second book gets into detail of all this.
Yeah, it's called Has Anyone Seen My Pants? It's available on
everything.
Amazon and everywhere.
And audio, right? You did an audio version?
I did an audio.
So
did you do audio for your second one?
I did both the audios. For the first one, for Blue Balls, they said, we don't want you doing the audio. We've got some girl in Connecticut that's going to do it. And I said, well, as a stand-up, I just think it should be my voice. I understand why other authors would do that.
Yeah, I think it's weird when comedians don't do their own books.
Yeah, so then they said, well, we don't want you to do it. Then when the book sold well enough, they said, okay, fine. So then I did it. And then with the second book, I did it myself. And it is tedious.
Who says we don't want you to do it? Like, why wouldn't they want you to? That's so bizarre.
But I did it.
Yeah, I didn't do it on my first one because they sent, like, a crappy offer. And then they were like, nah. Never mind. Like,
so did a stranger do it? Or
no, they didn't. No, it didn't have one. Isn't that weird? They were just like, nah. Even though it was number 5 on the bestseller list, and they were like,
if you should, because people really love listening to the books. I started listening to this audio book about this madam, this Las Vegas madam, because I'm obsessed with hookers, and she does not read it. It's a professional reader.
Maybe she's a professional
hooker. And I started to listen to it, and it's like, A silky leg stepped out on my stiletto heel as it on the cobblestone at the Bellagio. The excitement to meet somebody tingled me down there. What would be happening? Would it be rich? Would it be small? Sure, I like to fuck. But I didn't know. That's like, it's like crazy. So I'm like listening to it, doing my hair. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put my ears in because the kids are gonna walk in.
What's the name of that book? I want to read it.
I mean, really, you really should. It's pretty dirty. It's called The Las Vegas Madam.
I feel like I want to listen to it so I can hear that.
I mean, the Las Vegas Madam. Her name's Jamie. I think I'm gonna have her on the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've kind of become a hooker enthusiast in the last year.
What do you think made you decide to become a hooker enthusiast?
I just have always loved hooker stories. I've always loved hooker movies.
Yeah.
I wanted to dress up like a hooker as a little kid. I don't know. Even when they were like streetwalkers, I was like, I don't think it looks that bad.
Do you and Peter ever play like hooker and hooker and like client?
A little bit. Only when we are away, which is really that's what we have the most sex is when we're not at our home.
Well, because your hotels are the
hotels.
Spot.
Yeah, and then
so do you ever go down to the bar and then he like comes up?
Oh
and
God,
acts like
you think he has energy to do that? You think he's dressed? No, it doesn't go that far. It like goes for like 3 minutes before the actual bone.
Remember at the beginning of When a Man Loves a Woman when Andy Garcia hits on Meg Ryan in the bar and then they act like they don't know each other and everyone's like, whoa, and then they get home and they're married and then she drinks too much.
I always wonder like how she and her other fellow teacher became such crazy alcoholics. Like, I feel like that it would be a hard job to be an alcoholic at, an elementary school teacher.
I know, but I could see why if you're an elementary school teacher, you'd become an alcoholic.
I guess, like, you hit happy. You're done at 3:30. You start drinking at 3:30. By 8, you're passed out. And then you can wake up the next morning. And then, yeah, he was the pilot.
Yeah. My wife has a million different smiles.
Yeah, and then the little girl's like, you going on a trip? It's like... Yeah.
That was like Mae Whitman.
Wait, you know what bugged me about it?
Did it get really hot in here all of a sudden?
It does get hot in here.
Sorry. It got really hot all of a sudden.
Can we open the door and shut the second, or will that screw
I got hot to where I feel like I might throw up a little bit.
Do you need to eat something?
I think I might need to.
Here, hold on. Let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break. She's got to eat something. Here's a turkey cheese sandwich.
Okay, I just need a couple bites or something.
Yeah, or would you rather have this Thai thing?
No, this is good.
Grapes.
I think I just need a bite. I don't know what's wrong.
No, it is hot in here. I wish we had like a fan.
Pull this up.
What?
I don't want to. Is this gonna be annoying on the?
If you turn this off though, it's gonna.
Thank you, Mom, for giving me. I don't know what's happening. I had a cold pressed juice.
That's not enough.
I know. I just got like really a strange feeling.
Okay, let's take a 2-minute eating break.
We'll just leave that open for a second.
Did you turn it off?
It's okay. I'll cut this out of the podcast. It's okay. I'll